Over the past few months, I've been looking for an inexpensive camera slider to produce B-roll for the channel. The thing with trying to buy cheap is sometimes you're going to get burned. Welcome back to Craft Computing. As always, I'm Jeff. Today we're going to take a look at two motorized camera sliders for under $150. Now, I've used both of these for B-roll footage on my channel, but are they worth the money? Getting into the video review business is a fairly difficult task, especially when you're short on funds and equipment. Since starting this channel, I've invested quite a bit into camera gear, lighting, and other equipment to bring you the best quality content that I possibly can. Sometimes you can get some really great bargains, like the newer fluid drag head on my tripod, the eMart light stands, or these IKEA countertop desks that I built. As far as camera sliders, option number one pops up on Amazon all the time, and it receives actually some fairly favorable ratings. It's the GripGear Movie Maker Set. It's a small motorized slider and 360-degree time-lapse camera head in one. This is primarily designed for smartphones and pocket cameras. It features two 12-inch tracks that break down in the center, an 8-speed drive head with a 1/4-inch ball socket on board, infrared remote, and convenient 1/4-20 threads for mounting on tripods. It does only sport a 550-gram capacity, and that really is the limiting factor, as it, again, is geared more towards smartphones. The motorized head features a DC motor that can be actually mounted directly to a tripod and spin a camera in 360 degrees for panoramic video or photo shots. The head can run off a pair of AAA batteries or a micro USB off a wall wart or lithium-ion battery pack. And this is where the list of good things stops. The 8-speed motor on this head is, well, it sucks, and it's terribly slow. It's marketed towards mobile filmmakers to add motion to their videos, but it takes a full 60 seconds to get from one side to the other of the 24-inch track. And at speed 1, I'm fairly certain a snail would win in a drag race. For time-lapse photography, it could be used to great effect. In film production, it's absolutely useless. The footage I've used from this had to be sped up almost 300% for B-roll photography. The build quality of the tracks themselves is quite good, as they use 80/20 T-slot aluminum. But again, this is where the list of good features ends. The feet and the motor body are injected plastic. It came with a smartphone holder of similar construction, and that probably broke directly out of the box. There are tripod mount holes on both the rails and the motor, but the threads are too deep to grip on most tripods and plates. The feet on the rails are too close together to get any plates mounted underneath as well. I ended up having to use a 1/4-20 bolt and a bunch of washers mounted up underneath just to get the plate on so I can put this onto a tripod head. The entire package feels flimsy, and whenever the motor moves across the center divider, there's a noticeable bump in the footage. I've tried dozens of times to align the two tracks perfectly, but I've never achieved a clean result consistently. And honestly, I've purchased better kits than this for $30. This thing costs $120 on Amazon. But hold on a second, Jeff. If you're buying this for a smartphone, it should be just fine, right? Well, no. If you have an iPhone, the problem is they have optic stabilization built in, and you can't disable it. Usually that's not too much of a problem, but when shooting on this with the slider, there's a noticeable jello effect to the footage, and no amount of tinkering or messing with the speed could actually get rid of it. The footage was absolutely unusable. If you're after time-lapse or motion effects with a point-and-shoot camera, this is actually kind of a cool package. But in the end, it's cheaply made, flimsy, overpriced, and will take no permanent place in my camera bag. It was about this time my search kind of ramped up. I wanted desperately to improve the B-roll quality on my channel. Do I buy a $750 carbon fiber slider with digital controller, stepper motor, and 3-axis combo? No. I jumped onto eBay, and that's where I found this. This is the Andoer 31-inch carbon fiber motorized track slider with follow focus. Now remember I said this was a review of two camera sliders under $150, right? This was $143 brand new, direct from a US seller. Compared to the GripGear, this is, well, they're incomparable. Aside from the fact that they both hold cameras, slide side to side, and they both have some aluminum in them, there's nothing comparable about them. The rails of the slider are 8-layer carbon fiber rods that are perfectly smooth, with an aluminum alloy frame that is beautiful and sturdy. It's got 4 rubber feet with locking threads and nuts, meaning leveling the frame is actually fairly trivial. There are a bunch of mounting options on this with a 1/4-inch thread on the top with an included 3/8-inch adapter, and in fact I added a quick release plate to quickly pop my camera on and off of this. There are also multiple points on the underside with 1/4 and 3/8-inch threads. And with an 11-pound capacity, this is a clear night and day difference for only $23 more. The included digital control features speed controls from 1 to 100 in one-step increments. Video and time-lapse modes are also available, making this a very versatile package for both photographers and videographers alike. Throw in the built-in shutter trigger and the fact that this can run off a 12-volt wall wart or standard Sony camera battery, and you can shoot just about anywhere for as long as you want. I've used this for multiple hours so far, and I've yet to even charge the included battery. So overall, how does the Andoer perform? For the price, I'm absolutely in love. There are better solutions out there, and there are drawbacks to this kit, such as the DC motor being used instead of a stepper motor. But the ability to move my camera and lens kit, weighing in at 2.5 pounds, combined the fact that this has smooth panning, follow focus, and orbit abilities, make this an absolute winner for the budget market. If you're in the market for an inexpensive slider with professional features and results, I would skip the GripGear entirely. But for just $143, you're going to be hard-pressed to find any better options out there than the Andoer carbon fiber slider. Thank you, everyone, for watching this one tonight. I hope you enjoy a little photography talk from time to time. It's something that really does excite me, especially when I find something really as good as this. If you like the video, you know what to do. Drop me a comment and let me know what's in your camera bag or what you're drinking tonight. I'm always on the lookout for new beers or liquors or ciders or really anything with alcohol. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I will catch you next time. It's a good time to finish. I don't know what to do with my hands. Channeling Will Ferrell lately. Oh well.